Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is OHANA. Today we're going to do beginner's yoga lesson 2 and it's going to be all about active stretching. Active stretching means we're going to strengthen our body and stretch it at the same time actively. The exercises I picked for you today are low to medium impact, so we're not going to go too hard. We just want to increase our overall mobility. If you do enjoy my videos, you're more than welcome to leave a like, subscribe to my channel for more acro and yoga input, share the videos with your friends, and comment what you'd like to see more of. All the equipment you need to perform the exercises shown in this video is a yoga mat and 2 yoga blocks, or something similar like maybe a black roll or even a little stool will do if you find it appealing. As a little warm-up preparation, we're going to learn the different spine positions. So first, you're going to build a hollow shape to the front. And secondly, you're going to arch your back really nicely. So as you're breathing in, arch. And as you're breathing out, shape your body into this hollow shape. And maybe after you repeated this a few times, you can already feel how the muscles in your core are antagonists on the front and on the back side. Okay, next we're gonna melt down and up again a few times. This is also working your spine as well as your core very gently. Next time you're gonna melt down, bend your knees and stay low. Now take your hands off of the floor and place them on your yoga blocks. From here, we're gonna stretch and bend our knees and turn. This way you're actively stretching your hamstrings by using your leg muscles, so please make sure that you're not shifting all the weight on your arms, but your legs are still working. If you do, after repeating this a few times, feel that you're getting deeper into the stretch and you're feeling more flexible already, you can also let go of the yoga blocks and stretch out your arms to the back. Now I know I said you didn't need anything other than the mat and the yoga blocks at the beginning, but if you do have a mirror near you, it might be coming in handy right now, because the next task is to keep a flat back. You can even bend your knees to keep your back really straight and all flat. Then put your hands on your yoga blocks, and if you can, let go of one arm and hold it up in the air. If this is super hard, then you can also keep both hands on the yoga blocks for now. And if this feels rather easy to you, you can try and let go of both arms. This is quite a challenging task. So for the next round, we're going to try to lift our arms up to the front. But feel free at any time to go back to the version we did before or the first version. And for all those true thrill seekers who are still with me right now, you can also try and lift both arms to the front at the same time and hold it for a second. You're doing really great so far. Let's smoothly roll it up and take a little break. In the next round, we're going to place our feet about shoulder width apart and melt down again once. Of course, first of all, make sure that your spine is straight in the first place and then melt down from the top. Place your hands on your yoga blocks and bend and straighten your knees and turn like we did before. And the same way you did it in the first round, you're going to try and put as much weight as you can on your legs so that the muscles have to engage actively, and try and use your arms as less as you can. And once you get the hang of it, you can let go of the yoga blocks and stretch out your arms to the back. But most importantly, perform this exercise in a way that feels comfortable in your back. Alright, are you ready to perform the back exercises with me one more time? Straighten out your back. You can bend your knees again if you have to. Even if your feet are wide apart, you might still want to bend your knees because it's more comfortable. And then straighten out one arm, either to the side or to the front. It really doesn't matter. And if this is still too easy for you, let go of both arms at the same time and straighten them out, either to the front or to the side. Very well done. Take a break, bend your knees, put your hands down. And if you're still a thrill seeker, you can lift your arms up to the side or the front for a second or two with me again. 1, 2, great job. Very well. And it's time to switch our position again. We're gonna place our feet in a straddle now. And again, we're gonna align our spine first. Pull your tailbone down, try and keep your spine all straight, and then start melting down from your head until your hands reach your yoga blocks and or the floor. From here, we want to repeat the exercise of bending and straightening our legs once more. Keep as much weight as you can on your legs and try to shift as little weight as possible on your hands. This way you're making sure that all your leg muscles are engaged, but you're also not pushing yourself too hard. And if you feel like you can let go of your arms, then try and let go of the yoga blocks and lift your arms to the front and to the back. For the back exercises, we're going to place our hands on the yoga blocks again because it helps keeping the back straight in the first place. And from here, you can try and let go of one arm and hold it out to the side. And if you feel that you're doing really well on this side, you can try and let go of the other arm as well. And if you want, you can try to lift up both arms at the same time for a few times. I'm going to turn to the side to demonstrate a few things. As you can see, it is also in this position still fine to bend your knees in order to keep your back straight if it makes it easier for you. Now, from here, we're going to lift one arm to the front a few times. And let's try the other arm as well. And if you're still feeling comfortable and are looking for a more intense exercise, you can try to lift both arms to the front at the same time for around 3 times. Well done! Whichever variation you picked, you've done a great job so far. Now let's slowly roll up and proceed to the next exercises. Next, we're gonna do some pliés in second. Feel free to put your hands on your hips to leave out the arms, since we're focusing on our legs today. A plié is a ballet type of squat where you're keeping your feet as well as your legs turned out from the hips down. So unlike usual squats where you'd lower your bottom to an invisible chair behind you, this time you're pulling your knees out to lower yourself down. Keep your hips in line with your legs, knees and feet if you can. Next, we're gonna shift from side to side, bending only one leg at a time whilst keeping the other straight and the foot flexed. You can use your hands as a counterweight, holding them in front of you. Try to lower your bottom as much as you can. Okay, now we're gonna stay on one side and hold the pose for a while. You can really feel the stretch and the muscles working at the same time here. Good, and now let's switch sides and hold the other side for a while. Again, feel how your inner thigh on one side is being stretched whilst the other leg is getting really warm. Okay, very well done. Let's slowly get back up again. We're gonna find ourselves in a standing position. Hold our hands in front of our heart and squat down. Then let your body drop and fold on your legs. Again, lift your hands in front of your heart. Let yourself fold down again. Place your hands on your yoga blocks or the floor and walk your feet back. Bend your knees and let your heels be off of the floor if you have to. This is the down dog, and the single most important thing about this pose is keeping your back straight. So every price is worth it. You can lift your heels off of the ground, you can bend your knees, you can keep your arms bent, you can overstretch your chest. It really doesn't matter as long as your lower back is straight. And of course, you can also walk out your leg, which means that you're bending both knees in turn. I also think that it's perfectly fine to overstretch your arms and chest area in the first place in order to straighten out your back as much as you can, and then close your ribs later. Really take your time to find yourself in your down dog position. You can totally pause the video if you have to. Once you've finished your down dog, come forth with your shoulders and walk your legs back to your hands. Then bend your knees the way we learned it in the first exercise we did today, and come in a low squat with your hands on your heart. Then fold yourself down, and from here come back up. We're going to lift our arms and take a deep breath and repeat the last sequence with the down dog again, including the back and shoulder work we did before. So this round we're going to squat down, and from here put our hands on our yoga blocks to straighten out our backs, and if you can, lift one arm or the other or both. And then fold down until your hands reach the floor and you can walk your feet back into down dog pose. And again, take your time to really get into this pose. You can keep your heels off of the ground, your knees bent. It's whatever feels good to you. Then take a deep breath and then slowly start walking your feet back to your hands. Place your hands on your yoga blocks. Try and straighten out your back. Then bend your knees, hold your hands in front of your heart and slowly come back up. And we're going to take one last breath. Namaste. You've done really great today.